Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. I am your host, Wiley, and we are back with some news. Listen, y'all. I just finished my therapy session. We got to dive into these topics. We got to get into this stuff. I first want to say it's been a lot that's been going on in these YouTube streets that I definitely want to dive into and talk about. Floyd Mayweather is definitely on the top of the docket. If you did not know, I did a YouTube short and I released it on last night. So I appreciate the people that came through last night on the docket. I appreciate those that was there and watching that particular short. I'm going to play it for those that missed it and was not able to watch it in its entirety. I'm going to play it so you all can hear what I had to say when I first got the news about Floyd Mayweather, and I want to play it with you guys really, really quickly. Let me do a little screen share here. Let me play it and make sure y'all thumbs up if you all can hear me really, really good. Here we go. Floyd Mayweather, baby mama that he got her pregnant at a Las Vegas strip club, has now got $1 million in back child support and $33,000 a month. This is breaking news. So Floyd Mayweather got to come up with $1 million in back child support plus $33,000 a month for his 4-year-old girl. And the judge is right in the court found that Floyd Mayweather Jr., the father of Prince Moorhead, according to court documents obtained by TMZ Sports. Wrap it up. This is sad. And they say that Floyd Mayweather is broke. So we'll see if she's going to get that money. So it's always been alleged by people saying that Floyd Mayweather was broke. Now, he's not broke like regular folks broke. You know what I'm saying? He type of broke and he still live in a mansion. He type of broke still have his cars, you know. So, and then he can get into a boxing match and make millions literally just like that. So I'm not going to say like he's broke and his bank account say negative 300 million, right? He may not have as much money like he once had, but he still have money. I didn't know that he had got somebody pregnant at his strip club, got her pregnant, and didn't take care of the baby. And this is the thing: when you out here slinging that meat, you got to make sure that you know that you wrap it up, because if you have a child, that's a way for her to be like, "Oh, let me go and put this person on some child support." Whether he got it or not, they said that he had to pay $1 million in back child support plus $33,000 a month. Wow, let me just calculate that. How much is that? How much is that a year? Let me just do this really, really quickly. It's $33,000 times 12. That's $396,000 that he will have to pay in child support plus the $1 million. So altogether, it's like 1.3 million that he's paying for the back plus the $33,000. It's a lot. So you got to make sure that you are wrapping it up. And also I tell people that when you have money, if you don't want to end up in like in the child support, end up in these type of situations. Yet I do know and I understand like you don't have to wear rubbers because when you don't have to, but I think you should because it's to protect you. And when you don't wear it and you release inside that woman and she get pregnant, they're going to take you to child support. It's not a matter of when. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when they're going to do it. And so it's if you have this child and you know for a fact that that's your child, that woman going to rush to the child support office and be like, oh no, he needs to pay child support, and you're going to be paying for that, that stripper lifestyle. They said Shipper just got herself a new life. Yeah, more money than she probably would make on the pole. Because, strippers have been struggling in this economy like this. People ain't been going to the strip clubs like that. They say he better file for a reduction if he have any sense. But that's only if it is true that he's broke. Because Tasha was putting out saying that the man is broke and he ain't got no money. But that's coming from Tasha K. She sit and she lies on people. That's literally coming from the Tasha K situation. That's coming from the Tasha K people. So when she says something like that, you really got to look deep and involved in it. And let me see what. Let me ask Google. Because I'm gonna ask Google. Let me ask Google. What is Floyd Mayweather's net worth? So I post it in here, and I'm going to show y'all really quickly his net worth. And these are the people that said that this man is broke, but this is what I'm reading here on Google. It said his net worth is 400 million and 450 million. He amassed over 1.1 billion in career earnings, making him one of the highest paid athletes in sports history. That is what they're saying his alleged amount is. So when people say that he's broke, according to Google, that's just not true. That he's worth all of this money. Okay. So she definitely hit the lottery from being a stripper. And then I'm gonna see what is the average. Let me see what is the average salary. What is the average salary for a stripper? Let me see. The average salary for a stripper is about 45,000 to 65,000 per year. So she definitely hit the jackpot. That's all quadruple her amount that she make as a stripper. Okay. Wow. Floyd Mayweather is making like 400 million. Is that 400 to and 450 million his net worth. And the average salary for a stripper is 45,000. That's the minimum. The maximum they said is about $65,000. Could be around in that range. But she making that money. Now I don't know if it's all his money gone. I don't know, but that's like a rumor that they're saying that that Floyd Mayweather is broke. So let me say, is Floyd Mayweather broke? Floyd Mayweather is not technically broke, but he is facing a significant financial and legal challenge due to a massive spending habit and mounting tax debt. While he has generated over $1 billion in career earnings, his lavish lifestyles and debt have led to reports of severe cash flow issues. They say he got a massive tax debt. He was talking about the by major IRS liens, include a recent 7.3 million lien in unpaid taxes. This followed previous cases such as order to pay 5.5 million in tax deficits and penalties in 2017. They said the lavish spending and creditor disputes. He is known for extreme spending on luxury cards, private jets, high stake sports gambling. Legal documents have revealed lawsuits and liens regarding to unpaid bills for jet fuel, garbage collection, and luxury cars. Asset liquidation to settle debts. He reportedly parted ways with his private jet and major residential properties. What? Y'all gotta stop all this heavy spending. Let me get this money. I'm gonna keep it and grow it. Okay? Let me hit this lottery. I guarantee you, it's gonna grow, and grow. You ain't gonna see me in no private jet. You ain't even gonna know. Now, of course, you're gonna see me with a fresh haircut, a nice suit, get my teeth together, get it fixed, and get all this replacement tooth and all that. But I'm gonna make sure that I take care of the funding, put it in a nice trust, and put it in investments and live off of my investments and not, and not spending every dime. Not understanding. That's rich people talk for being broke, so he's broke. Like I just don't understand that. I'm definitely gonna retire Kyle. Okay, definitely. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. Don't get me start talking. So I'm definitely going to like to retire. I'm gonna retire Kyle, of course. I'm gonna invest in his company. I'm gonna get like 50% ownership of his company because I'm gonna invest. Also, I'm gonna do invest in movies. Real estate, because real estate, I'm really passionate about that. I'm definitely gonna have my mom as my real estate agent so she can make money on the back end. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna hire the best producers, the best cameramen, the best people that do release like the content. Absolutely. Don't let me hit the millions and millions of dollars. Come on, Lord. Do it for me right now. Like, Lord, like, bless me with that. I need that blessing. I'm going to bless my church. I'm going to have a foundation. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to protect. I'm going to put my nieces and nephews and put them in the trust. You know, so they have to get a degree, and they won't get all their money in the trust until they make it to 30. But it's rules that they have to do. They have to have a degree or a business degree, or they have to get a trade, and they have their credit score got to be a 750 and above. You know, I'm putting rules and regulations in place to protect them for in the trust. Yes, definitely. So I'm definitely seeing it. And I say, if I hit that, I know for a fact that I'm not going to be put out in no evil way. I'm just being real. I'm just being 100% real. Hold on one second. They say I said correct to Floyd fired that baby mama from the club when he learned that she was pregnant. Really? See, you can't do that. You know, you got to be careful. Like all that type of stuff. And that's why I'm glad that I'm not a person that like to get it in a lot. And one thing you got to worry about that with men, because men can't get pregnant. We live in a society. We got to say that. I know that's controversial, but if I know if I sleep with a man, I know that man can't get pregnant. I know he can't get pregnant, but with a woman, you know what I'm saying? I'm not putting on no protection. It's a strong possibility that she could get pregnant. And when I had got it in with this female, I really was like, oh my God, I hope she ain't pregnant. I hope she ain't pregnant. But also, I thought she was, because she thought she was. I was like, oh, please don't let her be pregnant. Thank God she wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Thank God. So when I do it, you know what I'm saying? I want her to be strong mentally, have a good credit score, a degree. You know, I'm gonna have standards, and then I'm definitely have about like 15 kids. I want to have a lot of kids, at least about 15 by the same woman. You know what I'm saying? By the same woman. I want a lot of children. Um, of course, by the same woman. And of course, we get into acting, get them into music, get them into working into building AI systems and apps and all that type of stuff, but making sure that they get involved in society and to grow the family and to grow the family business. I'm gonna say it again. We want that to help them to grow the Wiley family business, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm just keeping that all the way real. Well, that's the case with that. So now we're gonna talk about and y'all, you know, Floyd Mayweather. He could just get it. One thing I want to say about Floyd, he could definitely get in some boxing ring and make a lot of money. But if you got a huge gambling habit, that money is like having put it in a bag with a hole at the bottom. You're gonna constantly keep losing because when you gamble a lot and you're bad at it, no matter what, you're gonna continue to lose. So it's best to not have a bad gambling habit. That's why I'm glad I don't have that type of habit. Um, Now let's get into this Tasha K. Cardi B has filed a new federal lawsuit in South Florida targeting Tasha K Inner Circle and alleged successor entities, accusing them of helping her move assets out of reach after the defamation judgment. In a complaint filed on May 6, 2026, Cardi B sued Yeelan Entertainment LLC and Shaq Kibi, allegedly that they fraudulently received, concealed, or diverted assets tied to Letitia, Tasha K. Kibi, and Kibi Studios after the Georgia defamation case. The complaint says that this new case is aimed at collecting on two separate judgments buckets that came out of the Georgia defamation action, the judgment against Kibi Studios, and a separate personal judgment against Tasha K. The filings that those numbers are out this way $2,863,753.47 against Kibi Studios and $3,363,753.47 against Tasha K personally, and a combined judgment exposure between $3,863,753.47, exclusive of future or further interest. Cardi's theory is that Shaq Kibi, Tasha K husband, ran two parallel schemes after the judgment. First, the complaint alleged a successful liability, a scheme in which Healing Entertainment was formed on May 31st, 2022, then took over the entire Kibi Studio business, including operations, revenue streams, management contracts, giving concern value, and Tasha K service as talent without paying any of the Kibi Studio judgment obligation. Second, Cardi B alleged a personal income diversion scheme in which Tasha K's salary and earnings were rerouted, bank accounts were changed, the assets were shifted to frustrated garnishment on the personal judgment over one of the most striking allegations in the complaint involves a Georgia property transfer. Cardi alleged less than 1 month after the entry of the original defamation judgment, Tasha K transferred her interest in a residential property in Georgia to Shaq Kibi without any real consideration. The complaint also said that Kibi admitted under oath that certain steps were taken to help Tasha K to avoid garnishment. The lawsuit pleads multiple cases of action, including an actual fraudulent transfer, constructive fraudulent transfer, succession liability. They said alter ego, vow, civil conspiracy. They also said that Cardi is acting for an avoidance of the transfer, money judgment against the defendant's declarations that Gila is a successor to Kibi Studios and after ego to Shaq Kibi, a constructive trust over the transfer assets, and an injunction blocking the further transfers. This is an important bankruptcy wrinkle here too. The complaint said the action is being filed consistently with the confirmation order in Tasha K Chapter 11 case, which allegedly preserved Cardi's right to sue non-debtor third party like Gila and Shaq Kibi in order to avoid a statute of repose problems. But the filing also said that Cardi intends to seek further bankruptcy court release before pushing a new case on all the way to the final adjudication. This is a lot. So she's not playing. What Cardi doing is going after Tasha K businesses, her inner circle, because her husband was hiding money. He even admitted in the deposition that yeah, he was hiding it because of the debt that Tasha K is in. They said Tasha really from Florida. She is learning from the Cubans. They said Tasha all but told us that she did and taunted Cardi. They said, why is she hiding her stuff? Cardi ain't playing. She's going to scalp her. She's already doing. She already don't got no hair. Yeah, she's definitely going after Tasha K inner circle. When I tell you this woman is not playing, and Tasha K, I don't know who told her to hide this money. Like Cardi B not smart. Cardi B have the best lawyers, and their job is to track down the money. Then now what Tasha have to do, you have to spend more money in the legal fees to fight this. Someone said Cardi ain't getting a thing. She been after Tasha K for years. And obviously Tasha has continued to pay all of this legal fees because Tasha K is yet again is still in this legal battle with Cardi B. Yeah. And see, all Tasha had to do was not talk about her, not post about her, not bring it and make her content, not to do any of those things. But guess what? She did. She talked about the lady. She was exposing the lady. She was posting all this stuff about the lady. And this was like really, really wrong. And it wasn't right to do this. And the judge told her, Do not put your assets in another domain on another account with this judgment. And Tasha K did all of that and some. Um, they said Cardi got the New York lawyers. They ain't playing. Cardi show need it. No, she's not broke. Cardi is not broke. I'm sorry. I know y'all like to say that she is not broke. And she could end up in jail for bankruptcy fraud because you cannot lie on bankruptcy. You cannot lie on bankruptcy paperwork. You could end up in a criminal case. So this is what's going on with Tasha K, that she's ending herself in this type of situation. And all she had to do was not talk about the lady, move on and say, you know what? I'm not going to mention Cardi. I'm not going to say that to Cardi. I'm just going to pay this debt off. And now she's accumulating more debt. That's what she's accumulating, more debt. So somebody said Cardi is worth, they said like $90 million. I want to be that kind of broke. Okay, $90 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. They said I don't think she care if she go to jail. She'll use it. She just use it for content. I think she do care. She just getting herself in a lot of legal trouble in here, and all she had to do was not talk about Cardi B. All she had to do in the beginning, before all of this, is to remove the video, and she didn't do it. She got on the stand and admitted that yes, I did lie on Cardi B because I thought she could afford to go to therapy, and the jury heard that, and they went on and gave her this judgment. They found her liable. So I don't believe that Cardi is broke at all. I don't believe that, not at all. Now, and then hold on. Then if y'all want to call in and give y'all thoughts on it, y'all more than welcome. I'll put the number on the screen here, or I'll type it in the chat. Give me a second if you want to call in and give your reason in here. Let me see number. I'll put the number on the screen here if y'all got something to say. 972 674 9462. If you got something to say, you're more than welcome. They said her husband is not going to want her to be in jail, especially being from Africa. Yeah, you definitely gotta get it scheduled. You already know you can't be up there moving assets. That's that's sad. And she has some good lawyers. She definitely has some good lawyers. I'm not the reason why I'm not gonna pray like for her finance because Tasha K have the resources to pay every month. She's just trying to make it more difficult for Cardi B to pay this debt. But as for anyone, a good lawyer will find the money. And then if you're lying in bankruptcy court, that's going to get you in more trouble. Legally speaking, she can find herself in federal prison for lying on this bankruptcy paperwork because you can't do that. If Tasha and Shad, I'll be packing my bags right now and heading to Africa, but her business here in America. It would be too expensive trying to fly people to Africa to interview them. And even if you try to interview people in Africa, it's just not going to flow well because most of your audience is in America. They don't like the African market like that. Because even when Tasha K posted her movies on the app and those African movies, she had to stop paying for those movies to be on her app because less than 1% of the people were watching those movies. Less than 1%. Less than 1% was saying, let me watch some of these movies from Nigeria. Let me watch some of these movies from South Africa. The people didn't watch it. It is what it is. So that's how that goes. So the internet is not that reliable. I agree with you. The internet is not that reliable like it is in America. So yeah. So that's all that is going on with that. It's just you have to start over to do something else, or Africa CC to make a lot of money. So we'll see how that's going to play out in the future. Now, this other topic here, woo, Lord, like child, we did a video and we were talking about this SeanDavieWay and this lovely T saga. When I tell you that she is not playing, that they has been harassing SeanDavieWay followers have been harassing Lady T and saying that Lady T is this and that Lady T is going to the police and she got police records that she went against, SeanDavieWay. Of course, we're not going to post that receipt, but definitely post some legal situations in there. And of course, right here, it was a lot of stuff going on. people has been, spamming her. Her number was leaked, and it's been a lot that's been going on. So she definitely filed, went to uh the police, and she went and she's getting things done because she's claiming to being a victim. So she's not planning on that. And she also was, about the computer thing. Me, for the reason why I say maybe he should give the computer back is because if she's still paying for the computer, and if you don't want, like, give the computer back and say, hey, sign the NDA and I'll give your computer back or something like that, so you don't have to deal with the issues. But the other issues that I had was that she was on a platform, and SeanDavieWay didn't want her on that platform. He like, oh my gosh, why you got her on this platform? But Armand Wiggins' former best friend, he had no other right but to have her on the platform to get the clicks and views because he can't do it on his own. So, and she was like really like going in on this. So of course, now she's saying that the audience was going after her. And of course, I was looking on the Discord. They were saying very nasty stuff about her and all that. They did know that she reached out to us, and we told her, whenever you're ready to share your story, we're here. We're listening here. It's a non-judgment zone where we will ask you the questions, and we would love to hear your response of what's going on. This is yet a second altercation what she had, because at first she was over there with another YouTube content creator. I'm assuming people kept saying, now I didn't see the tattoo on the neck. I didn't see the tattoo on the neck, but they allegedly said that she got that particular YouTuber name tattooed on her neck. And now in this case, with the SeanDavieWay case, that they were flirting, and that he was saying that he loved her and that he was her daddy. And now, she felt, to give him a computer. He accepted the computer. Now it's like, now she's claiming, Lady T is claiming that she wants the computer to be returned back to her. And then, of course, Shaun said that he will pawn the computer, or that he pawned the computer. So it's been a lot of stuff that's been going around with it. I don't know the type of computer that was given, but apparently she's still making payments on the computer, because I thought it was a laptop. I'm assuming that is a desktop computer. So we will give y'all more information when that come. But do y'all think she should come on the Wiley Show to tell her story? Let me know in the chat. Do y'all think she should just come on and drag and respond? And of course, we will make sure that the chat is respectful. And if they're not respectful, we'll make it members only. You have to become a member, because we will not have you to disrespect the guest. We allow her to give her comment about what is going on. And of course, I have a lot of questions to ask her. I'm not going to get into the questions now, only when she's actually on the platform where we can actually have a conversation about it in there. And I know a lot of people have a lot of stuff to say about her. They were saying that it's something wrong with her. Maybe it's something wrong with her mentally. And I said, I don't want to put that on people, because again, she never came out and said it was something wrong with her mentally. I just think that people are so easy to put labels on people so quickly, and all that. They just rush to judgment and put that on thing. But it is a such thing as when you are using your subscribers and manipulating them to give to you, and you're saying, oh, I'm your daddy, I love you, Pookie Bear, Pootie Boo, and all that, manipulating people's mind and emotions. And that's probably what I thought that, SeanDavieWay was doing towards her, and she fell for it. And you can't. You have to understand and get it and get it together. And of course we are 1000% making sure that justice is served, that she do receive her computer, get her computer back, that nobody get arrested for this. But if you are doxing someone number, post someone said her address was posted, her number was posted. If those things are true, then you should not do that. And having this sort of harassment. But it was one of his moderators, and this is when they fell out. I've said it in the previous, and I shared it in the previous video, that she when she got on the Discord, the moderator lady said, "Is your little girlfriend? Will your little girlfriend be there?" That's what she definitely said. She said, "Will your little girlfriend be there?" And that is when in that instance where I was like, oh wow, that's when she's like, okay, oh you saying that? That's when she was like, okay, this a little bit too much. I'm over this, and that's when it was like some drama. But but you also got to understand when you are dealing with these content creators that are not straight. Just know that they're probably playing you for a coin and stuff like that. Now, if y'all smash it, that's one thing. Okay, you got some out of the deal. But if not, it's just best not to even deal with them if they just playing these games and say, you know what, I'm gonna just play around with her because I want her to give me money. I want her to pay my bills. I want her to do all that type of stuff. You got to be very cautious when doing that because when you involve with a content creator that say, "Hey, I'm just into men, but I'm gonna play this role that I'm into you for a coin." That's not right because some people might really, you know what I'm saying, in a sense of they might follow you and might be like, "Oh yeah, let me see what's going on right quick. Hold up, you said that all this good stuff, and I'm starting to believe it. I'm like, I'm starting to get my yoni starting to smile a little bit because you giving me that attention. So you have to be, in my humble opinion, very cautious on uh doing that because you'll get yourself in a whole when I tell you in a whole lot of trouble and you'll be like, oh, really? People is playing these games. And then I said, okay, let me make sure that we get it together. So of course I'm gonna be very cautious on saying that it's something wrong with that person mentally because I don't know her mental health. She could be fine mentally. It's just like when you're doing somebody wrong and you using them and you say, make sure you give me money or make sure you give me a click of the view or make sure you do this. That could be a big problem because when you're doing that, not only is people want to say, well, listen, let me come on out and let me do my research and let me say, okay, this person is really big. But it's plenty men that will, you know, you give them money, they'll lay down that sausage and give it to you. I've seen people in your own, you don't even have to run to the internet. It's people in your own community that will do that. But it's some women that are attracted to gay men. So that's like a question that you could ask: was she attracted to him because he was gay, or he was presented to being bisexual? There's women that are attracted to that type of energy. Yeah, they're attracted to that type of energy. So we'll see how this is going to play out, you know, in the future when it comes to this. It's really sad because there was a lot of stuff that was going on in Discord. They were saying a whole bunch of stuff on there, and I have to understand as a consequence, I can handle whatever a person say about me because again, I'm used to it. I've heard it all. People say the most nasty, derogatory stuff about me. But if you're just a subscriber, you don't you know what I'm saying? If you're just a subscriber, that energy, those comments will get to you. You'll be like, oh wow, you saying this about me? Oh my gosh, you saying this about me? Oh yeah, I got a lot of stuff to say. This ain't right. You saying this about me and all this, and then um, and then all like the text messages that was given, and I'm like, oh my gosh, all these text messages going back and forth, and now it's been exposed. And I'm assuming that Shaun was like, no, don't expose me. But and he put out there saying that they won together, that they didn't flirt. But Shaun, no offense, there were messages that you were flirting with her. So if you thought that if you thought that she was crazy and said, "Oh yeah, she's just crazy, a crazy fan," why did you play with her mind and say that you love her and that her mom is your mother-in-law and that you big daddy and all that? So what did that say about your mental health? I'm just saying. So people are so quick to just label you as being mentally there and you're this and you're that. But when you look, but when you look at the text messages, it makes you wonder, like, hold up. You putting on text messages, the text message was released. Now, mind you, he didn't release the text messages. Uh, Lady T released the text message, but it was a message that he did release and said that in the message said that um, I give the computer back, and then Lady T said F the computer or something like that. Shaun did the same thing with Rich Lomax. What did he do with Richard Lomax? I remember him. That's the one that did the video with malograms and over there with the lady Riley and malograms and Richard Lomax. Was that when they were a pair, when they was like a team? So he was flirting with Richard Lomax? What? That's news to me. I didn't know nothing about that. That's definitely news to me. Wow. Oh, texting him like he wanted a relationship. What? See, that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful doing that. Because people would be like, wait a minute, is we falling in love with each other? You definitely got to be cautious with that. Are we together? All right, that's the thing. Like, you be looking at it and getting involved with somebody that did, people be saying, are we together? So you gotta watch out for that. So that's the piece that a lot of folks have to be very cautious on when you are involved and you're doing all that type of stuff. You got to be very cautious because again, you get yourself caught up in a mess. That's why, me personally, I don't sit and flirt with people in the text. I don't do all that because I want to make sure that the relationship that we have is professional. Who was looking at wedding dresses? See, that's what I'm saying. That's probably like a rumor. They said wedding dresses. Okay. Yeah, and I didn't hear her saying that because usually that's probably what a subscriber probably put that rumor out there. I didn't hear Lady T actually say like she was looking at wedding dresses. And there's nothing wrong with looking at wedding dresses, but you want to make sure you get married to somebody that you actually meet and that y'all get together and y'all actually have a relationship and y'all not actually get together and you know what I'm saying, and get involved with someone that actually care about you. Because you can't give your heart to anybody, especially people on these internet streets. I'm gonna be all the way real with you. You give it to people on the internet streets, they just go berserk. Like they have turn on you. I've seen it. Once the money dry up, then you get the real side of them. Because they did, let someone was saying that Jaguar Wright was used by SeanDavieWay, that he pretended to be with her, pretended to love her because she was bringing in the clicks of views. That's what I heard allegedly. I heard that allegedly. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard allegedly. That he was using Jaguar Wright for a click of the view and telling her, I love you, we need to get married, you my baby. That's what I heard. Allegedly. Okay. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. So yeah, yeah. So we are definitely 100% try to get her on Lady T on the show where we can have a good conversation and all of this type of stuff, and so she can tell her story. Because again, I don't want to put words in her mouth. I do feel because I still feel bad that when I was watching the episode when she was live and she was crying, and I felt so bad that that black woman was just crying, and it was so I was sad to see her just breaking down in tears because she said all the people is like piling up against her, and everyone because when people feel like you're against their favorite content creator, they tend to pile up against you, and she just started breaking down in tears, and I felt for her, and I've said, wow, like I don't want to pile up on this black woman, like I want to be in this black woman corner because she's hurting, she's weeping. And I'm like, wow. And that reminded me when B Scales, may she rest in peace, when she was over at our show and she went over there to SeanDavieWay and he got mad at her because she was a moderator at the Wiley Show, and he called her so many B's and MF and called her trash and made that woman like cry hysterically on our show. Like, I mean, when she called me, and it was like, wow, like she was like crying bad. Like, it was. I had to tell her to, please catch your breath. It's gonna be all right. But her feelings was hurt, and that's how I tell people when you over here and you moderate over here, be very cautious because they might try to turn against you to get towards me. And I feel like, and I try to tell them, I always say, you go where you want to go because you're grown. I'm not going to tell you not to go to nobody else's chat. Who is me to do that? But just be very cautious because they may try to turn against you to get towards me. And when I looked at it, I mean, she was just crying. I mean, she was boo-hooing. I mean, she was just going through it. And she was over there in that chat. And now that they have this, this particular Discord, you're getting hundreds upon hundreds of comments of them just posting negative stuff about her, and she's reading that. And my best advice to her is not to read it because it will drive you into a crying spat. It's just best not to see it. If you can't handle it, it's best not to read it. Unfortunately, it's best not to read it. Okay, and I'm just being 100% real because when you read it, um, um, it would just be like, oh my gosh, it could be rough, and it's very important too. It's very important to take a break off social media because like social media will always be here. Like if it's too much for you and you have to cry up, just take a little break. It's okay. And I've always said this, don't get too deep involved in it into this YouTube space and be so friendly with people because people be having this alternative motive that they want to come against you, and they want to manipulate you for their own financial gain. So you want to be very cautious. Be very cautious. Don't do it because if you do it, you're going to get yourself in a situation where they turn against you, then you emotionally involved and all that. It's just best to take a break. That's how I take a break on this. And if I know somebody driving, I may not watch it, and then I'll be like, okay, let me not watch it and stuff like that. And I just recently just heard that somebody said something negative about me. It didn't bother me because I didn't watch it. But I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's what they said. Okay. I said I'm not gonna allow that to even get to me. I'll say I'm gonna just move on with it. All right. So if anybody want to call in, I appreciate. Thank y'all for reaching out to Lady T on my behalf. We did get in contact with her, and we will let y'all know when she's gonna come on the show, and we'll be the first one to bring her on the show and have her to come on. And I believe it's gonna be a good conversation, and it's gonna be a great conversation. So y'all, she will be on soon. And when we work through her schedule and she's able to come on, that's going to be awesome because I have so many questions I want to ask her. So many questions I want to ask her. All right. So before I get off of here, I want to make sure that we want to open up the phone lines. If anybody want to call in, I'll post the number in a chat here again, and I will post the number on the screen here. So if you want to call in, that is the number, and you all can call in. And also, if you want to come on the show, you are more than welcome to do so. It's very important that you come on and that you give your commentary on the subject, or you leave a comment on the video, and we will respond to it on the video. I've also, for people that's not getting their notifications, for the people that are watching the replay and say, hey, I would like to be a part of the live chat. Can you let me know when you are live? We can definitely do that. We do send a link out to you personally when I go live. You can just text me 773-641-8742. You can text me at that particular number. And when you text me on that number, I will text you the link. So for that. And then sometimes I even send you the YouTube short that we post as well. So just to let you know. All right. Well, we love y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support. So we had definitely sent the link out. I sent this video out yesterday. So if you're on the show and if you're on the list, I sent it out to the people on yesterday, I believe. So yeah, it was on yesterday I sent it. Uh, Yesterday I said that. I'm just going back on my text messages. Yeah. And so if you didn't receive a text, just text me because I want to make sure that you're on the list. You have to text me to see the link. Okay. So thank you all for y'all support. But again, we will try to get her on the show. Do y'all want Lady T on the show? Press one in the chat if y'all want her on the show. Press one if y'all want Lady T on the show. Press two you don't want her on the show. I wanted to see your thoughts. Press one if y'all think she should come on the show. Let me know in the chat. Press one if y'all would love her on the show to get her side of the story. Press one. All right, we getting some ones. We're getting some ones. Okay. Okay. Press one. Okay. Press one. All right. So yeah, we definitely get into that type of way. Um, yeah. So, and then people was talking about her in a very negative way, y'all. They really was. It was just not good. It was talking to her in a nasty way. Be nice to people. Talk to them nice. Be professional. Yeah, be like literally be professional. Don't do that. Don't be so negatively. Yeah. So I'm literally like looking into this into these notes here, and it was something else that I want to dive into with her. And that's just and be very careful as content creators when you have somebody that reaching out to you from another. Just be very. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show. Hold on one second. I want to make sure that they can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
So, Wiley, when you get Lady T, you better make sure you let me know. Text me because I don't want to miss that live. I got a lot of questions.
What? The live with Lady T?
Whenever she do call, whenever she is available, I need to know what the hell is going on because you still, I don't think you even know. Don't nobody know what she.
Well, I'm definitely gonna get her on the show so she can give her side of the story when it comes to that. To get her side of the story.
I'm gonna ask her. I want to know, did she like you too? Because I'm trying to figure out why she giving money to all these men.
Well, you got a lot of creators that give a lot. Even like on Bingo, it's a lot of female people that be giving out beans and
But
money
the
and all that
Sean
type of
Davy
stuff.
way, was it a role play? Was she really thinking that that was her man?
That's a question that we have to ask her. That's the only question she can ask. See, I can't answer that.
Exactly. And remember when she gave the money to Armand first?
When did she do that? She gave him money too.
Remember when wasn't it when she got mad at you? She left, and when she gave the money to Armand, was that Armand and Sean Davis?
Oh no, this is a
It
different
was
lady. Like
Armand.
this lady never gave money to this show, or I don't know if she gave money to her mom, but no, it was a lady that
So
did
this
give
is a
money.
whole different lady. This is not the one I'm remembering from a
No,
couple
this a
years
whole
back.
different lady. Yeah, this a whole different lady. hmm
Lord Jesus. Okay, you gotta tell Auntie because I'll be slow.
Yeah, and hopefully, like when she called in and people give her side of the story of why did she give the computer to him? Did she like SeanDavieWay romantically? And stuff like that. Because some of the text messages did come out where her mom said, your man on live, and then she screenshotted that and sent it to SeanDavieWay, and when she sent it to him, he said, let me make sure. He said, shout out to my mother-in-law. I think that's what he said. Give me a second. So Lady T mother said, watching your man live, he did an hour ago. I think he genuinely and really cares about Junior. He seems like a
Right.
good
She
guy.
got the
Do,
mama watching like that's her real man.
do I like his video? I felt like what he was saying about her not being that what the boy needs. Some of us what same as what you always say. I hope all goes well with you. I'm out. So I put a like on this video typo. That says a lot. And then she said, "Mom, I asked you to stop watching YouTube. Oh my God, this invasion of privacy. Jesus, I want." And then she said, "Logging off." And then SeanDavieWay responded, "Oh, look at my mother-in-law. She loved
And
the
she a
kid."
old lady, so she might really be believing it, thinking that they go together.
Have you ever fallen in love with somebody on YouTube?
No, fool.
Okay.
Be quiet.
I just had to ask
But
questions. You
I
know what
do
I'm
be
saying?
having like I'll have episodes like manic episodes where I'll think that me and a celebrity go together. Things like that. But we have to have met in real life before, not like I don't know you and now we go together. And it's just as bad. It's all crazy. But it don't be no I just can't stand a slow old lady. I could be slow when I'm young, but don't be a slow old lady. That's what got me.
So you said that you'll fall in love with a celebrity somewhat.
Yeah, if he was like, something romantic happened, like he, macking on me or, trying to do something that would have to initiate, I wouldn't make it all up in my head, but I would take some little and run with it.
And you met a lot of celebrities too in your past too, so
But not like, I don't like, fall for him when I meet him like that, but I fell for one before, like really bad.
okay. All right. So when Lady T come on, I definitely will send you out a text. I know a lot of people will be in that live in that conversation. Again, we hope that she get it. You know, it's sad that she's getting,
No, I think she really liked him because how Sean Baby got kids, and you know how he always tried to say that he messed with females and he'll do what to the kitty cat. I think she really did. She thought that they had something. That's all I wanted to.
yeah. And these people they say whatever they want to say for a
A little
coin.
bit of change, huh?
Okay,
I almost
absolutely.
got me a few girlfriends too. They sound like they the real ones, but feel me, it be the wives. I need to get me a girlfriend.
Okay.
But nah. All right, love you.
I would definitely
Have a
see you
good
the
day,
text when
babe.
she come on. I definitely will see you the text.
Mhm. Early, early. Don't send it. Send it so I could be ready.
Okay.
Don't send it last minute.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye bye. All right, everybody. Everybody call in. Everybody got their point across. I want to make sure 972-674-9462, 972-674-9462, 972-674-9462. And we read the messages. Let me go over the messages again so y'all to get a clear view of what is going on between SeanDavieWay and Lady T. Shaun said, "You worse than my past. You make stuff up and run with it. Sonny would have never did me like you. That's why I'm reaching out to her. I'm gonna give you B words or storyline." So now Shaun is trying to have Sonny to go against Lady T. Right here it said, "LOL, right? She only talk about your kids in public. I deleted your hard. Jay deleted your hard work. Now you say I'm worse than her because allegedly they're saying that Sonny had deleted SeanDavieWay videos when she was helping him. I guess edit his videos." Then Lady T said, I knew you wanted her all this time. Lose my number. I'm done. If you speak on me anymore, I will file charges. I'm done." And then Shaun responded, "You was just sitting with that N word that said he going to F my, I believe." Okay, I know. Oh wow. Okay. Then of course this is on May 6th with the text with the mom and everything when she said, "Watch your man live." He did an hour ago. This Lady T mom. I think he generally and really cares about Junior. He seems like he's a good guy. Do I like his video? I feel like he was saying about her not being what that boy needs. Same as what you always say. I hope all goes well with you. I'm out. So I put like on his video, typo that says a lot. And then, of course, Lady T responded and said, "Mom, I asked you not to please stop watching YouTube. Oh my God, this invasion of privacy. Jesus, I want." And then, of course, that message cut off. And then she said, "Logging off." And then Shaun said, "This is all alleged, you guys." Said, "Oh, look at my mom. Look at my mother-in-law. She loved the kid!" Exclamation point. Then it was a picture that Shaun made him and Lady T and said the SeanDavieWay effect. And he said, I just made this. And of course, Lady T responded, I love it, babe. I'm listening to you on YouTube right now. That's what Lady T responded to SeanDavieWay. Then it was another message said, spoke a lot of you. It was amazing. Her chat received you too. This is Lady T. I feel so good that all my ones that I care deeply about are at least at a cordial space and all know how I feel about you. Good night, baby. Then of course Shaun responded, good night, little baby. I'm drunk AF, but I'm thinking about you though. I'm glad you had fun with your friends on live. YouTube can be fun with the right people, but you got me up to taking baths on live. We will talk about it in AM though. Sleep tight. Then she said, MF, you went and watched Daddy, I miss you. I passed out. I was drunk too, but sometimes I wish I that got cut off. They said to only get 1 day off a week. Little baby is crazy. And where what you've been researching all the hood swag lingo. You know I love teasing you. Anyhow, have a blessed day. Be safe and at peace. Then Shaun responded, "Ha ha! No, you give little baby, you my baby, and you always tripping, needing daddy to check you. I'm daddy, right?" Then Lady T responded, I'm sorry, daddy was in the shower getting ready, and you know damn well, you daddy, you been that in my head forever. I pinch myself every day because I still can't believe this is. And of course, that message cut off. And then the message from Lady T said, clearly you have to call it don't allow me to. Then Shaun responded, yeah, you don't even believe that. Then Lady T responded, just call me an STFU. Then Shaun responded, I'm gonna let you calm down though. Then Lady T responded, no, you can call. Then Shaun responded, your attitude better be different when I call your A word. And then Lady T responded, it is. And then Shaun responded, okay, cool. Then Lady T responded, let me finish, LOL, child. You definitely different. Then Shaun responded and said, I went straight to the gym before it closed. You can't talk on the phone in the workout areas. It's prohibited, but I called when I left. And then Lady T responded, okay. Shaun responded, and you have a right to crash out whenever you want. I'm not in control of you or your content. I don't give a F about you spazzing. You still belong to me. You still belong to me. And Lady T responded, well, I return call it, don't ring. So clearly in private, F you. Clearly you have to call it, don't allow me to. And that was the message. Okay. And of course, the message that really got her upset and thank you, daddy. Apparently, I'm your girlfriend. And then Shaun responded, duh. Then she posted a message in here, will your little girlfriend be there? And then he posted heart emojis. And then she showed the text where his head moderator said, will your little girlfriend be there? So it's like, thank you, True, for the super sticker. Thank you. So it's a lot of stuff that's being said in the message, and we are definitely going to dive into it more with her in those messages. We want to thank y'all so much for joining us in this broadcast. Also, shout out to the moderators in here. If you want to go to our Venmo/you/Wiley Show, contribute there. Also, our Cash App, Wiley Show 1990. Thank you so very much. We'll be back live. And y'all just definitely, whenever we go back live, you need to sign up on the text list so you get notified when we go live. And that is 773-641-8742. All right, little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. We will see you on the next video. Who's right in this? Is Lady T right? Is Shaun right? I want y'all to leave a comment. I want to read your comments. So make sure when this video is over that you come on back and you leave a comment. And let's get to reason. Whose side you on? What's your whole thought? I want to hear you. I want to read your comment.